Hello. Hi, how are you? This is weird for us, isn't it? We're sitting in a backyard. I haven't been in a backyard in over 10 months, so it's really nice to be here. I'm actually visiting family right now, and it's been really wild to be able to see people again. I forgot how much I missed my family and missed being around them. And it took, 10 months of missing them and longing for them, and then be able to be here and be able to connect with you all while I'm with my family. So it's really cool. I was really thinking about what I wanted to create for this video. And I feel like I share so much about what we can do as educators and caregivers to help support children engage in the natural world, and for us to feel empowered to allow children to engage with nature. And something that just kept on popping up in my mind as I was thinking about what I was going to create for you all today is just my story and sharing why I decided to become a nature preschool teacher, and why I've also decided to leave nature preschool teaching, which was a super hard decision for me. So this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos where we're sitting and I'm chatting with you all about things that we can do to, learn and grow as educators. Instead, I'm just going to be sitting here and sharing my story, and hopefully for us to connect a little bit more. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. So let me know if you like this type of story time, chat with me, and I'll do more of these and just let you know more about myself, because I don't know. I wish I knew you. I wish we could all just hang out, and maybe that's something I will be doing in the future. So keep a lookout for that. I decided to leave my full-time teaching position because I was feeling a pull or a push, whichever you want to look at. I was feeling a push to do something more, and that was something really interesting for me, because for me, I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. Literally, I would sit down with my brother and my sister after I would get home from school and teach them everything I learned that day in school. And over time, I was like, this is just who I am. I'm a teacher. I'm going to go to school for teaching. I'm going to become a teacher. I'm going to do this work. And I did. I started going to college and taking all my courses, and I loved all the child development, and I loved learning about the brain and just how children learn and how children grow. But I slowly realized that teaching traditionally wasn't for me, because when I was a child, I had a really hard time with school, to be honest, and being outside was my space. I felt smart outside. I felt like I could problem solve. I felt like I could just be who I truly was. And at school, I felt like I couldn't, because I was always questioning myself and I didn't know how to do a lot of things, or I felt like I couldn't. That was the biggest piece, right? So yeah, when I went to college, I slowly realized that teaching wasn't for me in the traditional sense. And it kind of scared me, because that was my goal. That was what I thought I was going to do. And it turns out it wasn't. But I found my path. I found where I wanted to go, which was starting to teach as an environmental educator. So I was still teaching, but I was mixing my love of nature with my love of teaching, which was so cool for me. It was so great. So I started mentoring and learning from other teachers and exploring the natural world with children on field trips, on nature play activities. And I did that for 5 or 6 years straight, but something was still calling for me. And that something was calling me deeply home and asking me, come on, you want to do an extension of teaching, and you want to see this long-term goal of what children are learning from being outdoors, and you want to connect with a bigger community and be a part of something bigger. And that's when I kind of stumbled upon nature preschools, which was crazy, because it was a new idea. At least in the Midwest, it was a new idea. So I shadowed I went to so many schools. I couldn't tell you how many I went to, just trying to learn more and trying to learn what they do and learn how I could do it too. So if that's something that you are like right now trying to figure out, is what your goal is in your profession, go shadow. Go volunteer and go shadow, because that was a game changer for me, to be totally honest with you. I learned so much about who I am as an educator and who I want to aspire to be. And over time, like, I learned my own path and I learned my own way of speaking with children, but it was through that that really inspired me to continue to do this work and continue to grow as an educator. So yes, highly recommend like checking out schools and checking out places that you're interested in and whatever you're interested in doing. But yeah, I ended up teaching as a nature preschool teacher for 8 years, and it was so inspiring to be able to connect and like be with children, be with families, and see how I could make such a difference and how I could change and develop as a teacher because of the work I was doing, and as a human, to be honest. Like, seriously, I learned so much just about myself. But last year around March, and we were like starting to, you know, have the whole thing happening last year, 2020, you know what I'm talking about? And I realized that I was being called to do something different again. And it was so hard for me to realize that. I had like major meltdowns for a long time where I kept on asking myself, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to change this consistent work that I love to do something totally different that I don't even know how to do? And man, it was a challenging couple of months. Like, I'm so grateful for my partner, because like he put up with so much stuff, just big emotions, and I'm so grateful for that, because just like when we work with kids, they have big emotions and we have to support them. So I was grateful that I had a partner that would also help me through my big emotions. So yeah, this is my first year of not teaching at a full-time school, preschool classroom. A whole year of not doing that now. And it's wild, it's interesting, it's crazy. And I wouldn't change it though, because what I felt like this big pull for me to do more of, I have been feeling for a long time. And I've been trying to talk to my supervisors and ask them like, hey, I really want to do this. I really want to offer workshops. I see a need for that. I see a need to help support and empower people to connect with nature and learn how to do that. And I see a need for me to be doing that work, to be doing more than teach in the classroom and make a community within this safe space that I am in. But I want to do more. And I was, you know, not really supported, to be honest, in doing that. And I understand totally why I wasn't, so I get it. But it motivated me even more to be able to start networking and connecting and really figuring out what this new path I was trying to take is. And I'm currently on it. Like, I have no idea if this is something I will continue forever. I have no idea if this is something I'll continue doing with YouTube. I am literally just kind of figuring it out, really figuring out what this path is for me and figuring out where I fit in this path. So yeah, if you are feeling like you too are going on a path and trying to figure out where and what you want to do and how you want to do it, I'm sending you so much light, because I know how it feels. I'm on it right now. I mean, I've been struggling to figure out if this is really what I want to do. I've been doing YouTube, I've been doing Instagram, I've been creating guidebooks and like coaching and consulting, which honestly, I I love that so much. But I'm trying to find a balance. And I'm trying to find a balance of like, if this is my goal, if this is where I see myself, and if this is where I want to be. And I come back to it every single day when I self-doubt, just the light that I feel inside of myself in knowing that I really value this work. So I will continue making YouTube videos, and I will continue to be here with you all. And if you need any guidance, any support, have any questions, just let me know. Honestly, I think that this community is needed for all of us, but I can't always know exactly what you want. So let me know, and I am so open for all of it. So I am so grateful for all of you. So grateful for this space that we can connect in this way. And I will continue to see you next week for another video. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.